Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? So we got another new show that has come to us, and lucky enough, it came out on a day that I really don't have much animes in general to talk about. So I definitely welcome this. The problem with this anime for me was I don't really see it being something people are going to talk about it a lot unless you're going to champion it, right? And there's a show I like to call um, 91 Nights, I believe. Sorry if I got that wrong. Or 91 Days or something along those lines. Where it's the same type of kind of day and age in this show where you kind of can place them in the earlier times just from their fashion sense and their cars and whatnot. But with this show, the characters like dressing and appearance give me the 90 like just a mob mentality, like Mafia, Godfather, and all those types of era. But then you got monsters running around because of mutation of some craziness that clearly is, I think, either popped off or is about to pop off, which is going to make it either worse or it's already happened and it's pretty bad. But that's the thing about this show already is not only have they like pretty much guaranteed that something's afoot and someone who might be at the head of it is the king or like the emperor, whoever we see that we hear the person telling all these different things that have happened or all these different atrocities or just things she can bring up in general to talk about to put him in a hot seat kind of. So it's interesting to then see how things are out there, how things are being played, how people are being treated, and knowing that pretty much anybody who has the same amount of money and fame and stuff like that, they all seem like they go under the radar pretty easily. But as soon as you become somebody like these smugglers, your name is out there by everybody. Everybody seems to have a read about you, or at least the people who need to know about you. And as soon as this happens, it automatically puts the commander in chief in a position where he hears where the people are going, but knowing that this jailbreak has gone so successfully and they think it's these group of people, they give them the better benefit of the doubt to think that not only are they quote unquote going that way, but it's probably a scam. Like they're not really going that way. That's a decoy. Hence why the car gets super shot up when they ride back to where the camp actually is. That they were the decoys. Straight up got shot, and after getting here, they figure out that they're still being followed after already setting up camp and thinking that they're okay. So I do like seeing those types of things. The one thing that I feel like was kind of out of place was the fact that the main character to me is very, very loose throughout this. To be fair, I bet you 2 or 3 different people would tell me different main characters that they believe are the true show front runners. Usually you know it right off the bat, and I feel like if I'm asking you that's watching this, who do you think the main character is? And there's 2 answers to that, I believe. Like, I could be wrong. But the person who is pretty much filling in and becoming the guard, like who's becoming the apprentice, and then the guy who actually does something pretty messed up towards the end, feel like they're in the same boat, just in different shoes, just in different perspectives. And that's what's really cool about this first episode. Out of everything that I watched, and seeing how the monsters supposedly took out a whole entire unit, so they're actually not something that they just send some people out and it gets done. It also sounds like they were up to something, like they were doing something over there, like just reconnaissance or something, and they just happened to run into them. So it's not like they were prepared for the attack or expected it to happen. So that also goes for this situation right here. They didn't expect to be dealing with smugglers on the first day of the guy that we watch get here's time visiting. So it's this type of stuff that really makes me interested in what we're gonna get from here on out. But I don't even know how to pronounce the show, and I wasn't even gonna try to butcher it. But it's gonna be in the title. Let me know what you think about it if you did watch it. If you're coming here to see my review, I recommend you check it out. I feel like the only reason why I think people aren't gonna watch it really is the grand scheme of the pasting. I think the pasting was relatively slow, but I also feel like this show doesn't need to strive on action to really get its core fans of people just enjoying not only the nostalgic clothes that they're wearing and their style, but their fighting was pretty cool. They're finessing each other. They use guns and swords, which I was actually curious to see how the gunfighters would even have to deal with the close range stuff, which, seeing how one of them was really tactical and snuck up behind all of them, that was the really only downfall of one of the sides, is getting too close. And the guy that really kicked it off, man, this bald black guy was just going in this week trying to fight, pretty much just like Bruce Lee did to me. But he had a sword fighting one guy with the gun and one guy with a sword at the same time, and it kind of just showcased this has happened, right? Like, this is a training, or this is a normal thing with him fighting against a close range fighter and a gun person shooting at him and making sure to check both of them, you know. So I really like what I'm seeing with this show. Like I said, the pacing looks like it could be a bit slow, or maybe it's just this warm-up stuff and kicking us in to kind of see which characters we're going to follow. I see like there's going to be two sides of this story, so that's also another interesting thing I saw. So let me know if you're enjoying it. If not, that as well, whatever the case is, or if you're even going to check it out because of me, that'd be awesome to know as well. But take care, everybody. Hope you have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be when you watch this. I am your boy, the Anime G. And you know I don't tell you guys to subscribe here because you know that. You know how to do that. Come on. Come on. Alright. Peace.